Ellie's family had a mysterious door, and only on her 18th birthday did she receive the key. After unlocking it, she finally learned the truth her father had hidden for 18 years. It turned out her father was an adult comic book artist. On the day Ellie was born, the doctor and nurse immediately recognized who her father was. Looking at his daughter, Chris silently vowed that for her sake, he would hide his profession for the rest of his life. Chris disguised his studio, moved the completed drafts to a distant warehouse, and even wore a suit every day when he left home, changing into casual clothes once he arrived at work. After all, wearing too many clothes restricted his creativity, and the old Chris could only work in the nude to feel at ease. However, all of Chris's efforts were not in vain. Ellie had no idea what her father did for work until she was in elementary school. She just knew her dad went to work seriously every day. One day, the editorial department assigned Chris a new manager, but the manager hadn't reported to work yet. After a reminder from his assistant, Chris realized a problem. Had the new manager gone straight to his house? Thinking this, Chris hurried home, fearing that the editor might expose his secret. When he arrived home, the editor was already chatting with Ellie. Upon closer inspection, Chris noticed the editor was even wearing a costume of a comic book character. Ellie, understanding, went to make tea for her father. Just as Ellie left the room, Chris immediately grabbed the editor by the collar and demanded to know why he was wearing such a costume. He then began to draw on the editor's clothes. Within a few minutes, a beautiful girl appeared on the editor's outfit. Because of this, Ellie thought the editor was an amazing person. That night, she made a wish on the wish tree, hoping her father would also become successful. This left Chris in a dilemma, so he asked his colleagues at the studio for advice. As a comic artist, achieving status was simple as long as his work sold well. Although Chris's adult comics had already achieved this, he couldn't let Ellie see them. So, Chris came up with the idea of drawing a different type of comic.